food. Visiting day was Saturday. I showered and combed my hair and sat at a table in the visiting room, and every time the door opened, I jerked upright. Other kids' moms and girlfriends and brothers filed in and hugged them. An hour passed. The door stopped opening. The room emptied. A guard tapped my shoulder. "Nobody's coming, kid. Back to your unit." The humiliation burned so hot my face went red. I shoved back from the table so hard the chair flipped, and I stormed back to my bunk and punched my pillow until the seam split. One letter from Drew, 3 sentences. "Holding it down for you, bro. Everyone says hi. Miss you." I pinned it to the wall and read it so many times the paper went soft. I called Drew from the facility phone and he didn't pick up. I called again. Voicemail. I left a message. "Drew, pick up the phone. I'm in here for you." I called my girlfriend. She picked up and sounded far away. "Things are just really busy." I could hear music in the background and a laugh that sounded like Drew's, and she said she had to go, and the line went dead, and I was so sick with dread, I slammed the phone into the receiver so hard the cradle cracked. My mom visited. She sat across from me, and she looked like she'd aged 5 years. She reached across and held my hands and wouldn't look at me. "What?" She pulled out her phone and slid it across the table. A video. I pressed play, and my hands started shaking so hard, I dropped the phone on the table. Drew at a house party, my jacket on his back, my girlfriend under his arm, my teammates around him. He was standing on a table doing an impression of someone, and everyone was laughing, and the camera panned to my girlfriend, and she was leaning into his chest, wiping tears from laughing, and he leaned down and kissed the top of her head, and the room cheered. He was doing my celebration, the one I did after every touchdown. Arms out, spin, point at the crowd. He'd stolen that too. I shoved the phone across the table so hard it almost went off the edge. "When was this?" "2 weeks after your hearing." She pressed her hands flat on the table. "A parent sent it to me. He's been telling everyone you were violent, that you attacked someone at the party, and he was scared of you." I slammed my fist on the table and the guard flinched. "He said he'd protect my scholarship." "Baby," she squeezed my hands. "He went to coach with your recommendation letters. He used them to apply for your spot. He has your scholarship." I shoved back so hard the chair tipped and the guard stepped toward us. I grabbed the table edge and pulled myself back and pressed my forehead against the metal and closed my eyes because Drew had used my own letters to steal my future. A kid from my school got transferred in. He told me Drew had been telling everyone I was dangerous, that I snapped at the party, that he'd been scared of me for years, that he needed a restraining order. I counted the days on the wall next to my bed, scratched them in with a pen cap. Every mark was one day closer to making Drew answer for what he did. Release day. My mom was in the parking lot. Nobody else came. I shoved through the gate and the sun hit my face, and my mom sprinted across the parking lot and crashed into me, and I could feel how much weight she'd lost. She drove me home. I drove to school, and my hands were strangling the steering wheel. I shoved through the front doors, and the hallway went quiet. A girl I'd known since middle school crossed to the other side when she saw me. My old lab partner grabbed his bag and